Yo, chat, give me just 1 second. We're having some difficulties with the call. Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Taz, and you don't see me on webcam because this is kind of a different style stream we're doing. We have a professor's assistant, probably the best one in my opinion. Actually, definitely the best one in my opinion. Super awesome, super genuine. Love their content. We have Genevieve Moongarden. I probably mispronounced your first name, but let's get that done and out of the way. Mispronouncing everything already.
No, not at all.
All right. So, welcome to the hot seat. This is going to be like a new little segment on my channel where I'm going to interview hopefully some more professor's assistants. I've been talking to a few of them. Just trying to get my name out there. But we're going to get started with some questions. And we'll get started with some easier ones, I guess we could say, and kind of get to know a little bit more about you. See, I actually did homework. I did my notes.
That's always good. I always need notes.
If anyone on my channel knows, I am the most spontaneous person. So, like, I get like put on the spot a lot, and I never prepare for it. So yeah, for once I did. All right, so you guys are gonna see gameplay in the background. I'm actually gonna probably mute the audio just so we can hear answers. And let's get right into it. So, the first question: what drew you to Wizard 101?
What drew me to Wizard 101? So, being a new mom, I was up all sorts of crazy hours, and I had discovered this MMO through like an email, which was Pixie Hollow. And I played that for a few years. And then when it suddenly closed, everybody was kind of freaking out. And our I guess wiki pages is the only way we could communicate. And everybody was like, hey, you want to play Pirate 101? And I'm like, well, I'm not really into like Pirates of the Caribbean, because it was really huge back then. But I was like, well, this Wizard 101 sounds kind of fun. So that's how I got into it through other people from a previous game that I played that had closed. And they went over on Wiz and we just met up there.
That's actually very interesting. I had no experience with that. I was a kid when this game first came out, and I've had several accounts that have long been now gone, forever in the Shadow Realm.
Oh no!
Yeah, for sure. But it's just nostalgia for me, basically. Like this game, it was a big part of my childhood. But that's awesome, being a new mom and like just discovering this game off of just unfortunate circumstances of another game closing.
Yes, it was very sad and very sudden. It was like, here's a badge for everyone, and we're refunding the rest of your month's membership. Bye. Like,
wow,
okay,
that's crazy.
Yeah, very sad. At least Club Penguin lasted longer. I never played that, but
I think if King's Isle ever did that,
oh gosh,
I would lose my mind. All right, so now we know why you kind of got into Wizard 101. What about getting into streaming? Like, it's such a niche, I guess, hobby to do because it all starts out as a hobby.
Absolutely. It probably stems from my necessity to record everything, write down everything, and it's like my new age digital version of a notepad. It started as a way for me to remember stuff like, hey, look at this house that I made a long time ago, or there's this really cool thing I like about the game. What do you think? Just stuff like that.
Okay. So it was basically just documenting, and it kind
Yeah.
of blew up from there. That's awesome to hear. Shit, I wish it would go that way for me.
Well, luckily, I would say I'm probably really lucky to have encountered a lot of people that were nice enough to help me because even though I'm very old school gamer, I mean, my first home game system was an Atari 2600, and so I've been gaming literally my entire life. So, streaming was totally new because to me it's like radio. You're talking to literally no one. You don't know if there's anybody actually watching you. I mean, it was a whole weird experience.
See, I don't know about you, but when I first started, I had anxiety because like I knew I didn't think anyone was watching me, but it was just the thought of like so many people could be watching at one point in time. And I had really bad anxiety that I had to get over for that.
Yes, it was very much like that because it's like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really like a really talkative person. You wouldn't think so. But in real life, I'm not very talkative unless you get me talking about like either haunted houses or gaming. Other than that, it's like, okay, well, I'll just listen to other people's conversations. And it was weird because it's like, do I just talk about stuff? I don't know. I have nothing to say. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I feel like I was in the same boat. It was word vomit that was coming out basically. If a thought popped in the head, a thought came out. So this one goes into being a professor's assistant. What
Yeah.
inspired you to become one?
I first heard about the program through contact from the dev. I don't know if they themselves started it or if it was like a group thing and they were just heading it up. But I was like, hey, this thing sounds pretty cool. And I was like, sure, I'll join. Why not? I do this kind of stuff anyway, and I love free stuff that I can either keep or give away. So, sure, why not? And it's a whole group of all of us who already make content for the game. So, yeah, let's try it out.
Okay, so this kind of leads into another like mini question of mine. What would you give a small piece of advice to a Wiz streamer, like an up and coming one, kind of like myself or any of my audience who also a lot of them do stream Wiz, and I'm subscribed to a lot of them because I believe support everyone.
My advice is do what you like to do. Don't watch what somebody else is having success with and trying to do that because you can always tell when somebody is not really into whatever they're doing. And I get really excited when someone else is really excited about something. It could be something I don't know what it's about, like rock, um, you know, smoothing rocks. I don't know anything about it, but if they're super excited about it and want to tell me all about it, that sounds really interesting and I want to learn more.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, so being a professor's assistant, I know this one might you might not be able to answer this. I don't know what they have you be able to say or not say. What are some other benefits other than the green name tag that I'm striving so hard to one day get?
I know. I've had so many people ask about that name tag, and unfortunately, with the state of the program, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I would say the number one benefit for me was actually getting to know all of the other content creators because as someone just starting out, you see them as like, oh, I know this name. They're going to, I wasn't thinking that they were going to be, like, I don't want to say like stuck up or mean, but you know what I mean? Like, oh, who's this person? I don't know who they are, but oh my God, everybody is so nice. At least all the people that I've met and talked to, they're just so nice and so helpful and they just love chatting with other people about the game too.
Okay, well that's really good. I'm glad to hear about that. Um, I know some aren't very popular. They're popular, don't get me wrong, but some of them are not popular to the community, I guess you could say. Like some are very shunned and put down.
Yeah, I mean, that's you're probably going to find that in every genre that, of any interest of things, whether it's
Exactly.
gaming
Not
or
everyone's gonna like
whatever. But
everyone.
I'm usually super easy to pick up on that, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to go this other direction here because it takes so much effort to be dramatic or mean or whatever, and I'm not into that.
Yeah.
I do this for fun. Real world is already chaos and stuff. We don't need that. We are here to play a game and have fun. That's it.
Yeah, this is my escape. This is where I like to make people laugh if they had a bad day, and
Exactly.
I always like to turn everyone's day around, and I always say if I can make them laugh, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing right. Like I just like making a difference, whether it's a small difference or a big difference. I've gotten messages saying some pretty in-depth stuff, so that makes it so worth what I'm doing.
Exactly. It's that's what I do it for. You know what I mean? Like why bother with that other stuff?
Yeah, for sure. Um, okay. So, are you okay with the direction King's Isle is taking the game? Especially with like the shadow updates and, you know, very unpopular things that they're doing with it right now.
Well, as long as, I mean, you can pretty much ask me anything except for literally what they're doing with the game or like, you know, actual in-house stuff. I don't have anything to do with that or know anything
Yeah.
about it. Or PvP because I don't do PvP, so I couldn't actually answer questions about that. But I do love Spellements. I'm a big fan of them ever since they came out. A lot of people hate them. I get it. They're very confusing, but in my opinion, the best thing is you can just ignore them. They don't interfere with gameplay. It's just a way to make it however you want to play it. If you want to make it more
Yeah.
powerful, that's fine. If you don't, awesome. But as far as the shadow stuff, I would have much rather they fixed the shad rating. Yeah, that's I've said that quite a few times because my ice wizard, who's close to max, has not started Darkmoor yet, was fighting against a mob in Chrysalis that did not even have shadow ability, and it took her 6 rounds to get a shadow pip. That's no.
Oh my god.
It
I
needs to be fixed. It's ridiculous. It's like
see.
just because you took the need for shadow away, that didn't actually fix the problem. It
Yeah,
just kind of
exactly.
put a band-aid and said, look over there.
More or less
you know,
swept it underneath the rug. Because I remember
basically.
back on my old account when shadow rating was an actual rating and it was a percentage, and you could have 100% shadow turn one. That explains how long ago I had an account.
Well, have you been playing long enough to remember when you automatically got one on the third round? That's my
Yes.
favorite one. Just
Yes.
give us that back. Just give us that. That's all I care. If you can't fix it, make it do it that way. That's to me, if you want it to be balanced and fair, well then leave it like that because then the enemy, the target gets it at 3 rounds and so do we. I don't
Yeah.
know. It needs more fixing.
Yeah, it definitely needs some more attention. As you said that
But
I
I don't
got a
know about
shadow on
game
my
creation.
balance.
Exactly. There's a lot of people who study the mechanics and stuff. I'm that's way too much for my brain. But
Oh,
I do know that 6 rounds with no shadow pip, that doesn't equate.
I have small boy brain. Anything that goes into statistics and percentages and what you have to do to min max, my brain goes burr. it it just doesn't compute those numbers. Um. So another question is, what do you find? And this is personally like a question for me also. What do you find is the most challenging thing about creating wizard content on like a daily basis?
Oh gosh, I would say there's two things that are hard about it. Is one is, you worry if people are going to like it. Um, and again, I just try and always make content that I myself like. And that at least gets me through that part. And then the other one is probably making sure that you don't, well, not you, that I don't try and, you know, hop on the bus and be like, oh, well, these people made this guide and it's really blowing up. So I should try and make it too. I mean, it's easy to like fall into that, but it's like, I already got my like niche thing that I really like to do. So I try and stick with that.
Yeah. I like doing challenge runs, and I like I hate to say it, I like torturing myself because I had at one point in time, if people joined as members to my channel or donated super chat, I would trash the gear I had at that point. And let's just say they did that at level 30 when I got full Zeus, level 60 when I got full Waterworks 3 times. So
Oh
I lived
no.
in Waterworks for probably about a week.
Oh no.
So I say I hate it, but I truly do love it. Like, it's so much fun to me. Like, even if it's like frustrating and it's like, why would you make me do that? Like, I also have a wheel of pain that I spin where I don't do very good with sour or spicy.
Oh
Um,
no.
and I've done like ghost pepper sauce, and I've done like extreme sour candies, and it's just fun. Like, it's torture, but it's fun at the same time. Like, everyone gets a laugh out of it. Everyone gets, a kick, and then it just brings me joy to make people laugh during my suffering, which I think that's, human nature at that point.
Ah, why not? If you're having fun with it.
Yeah, I'd love to do that stuff. Let me pull up. I got so many more. So, what would you say is your favorite piece of content you've created so far, and why is it?
Oh man. It's like a technically it's like a love-hate with it because it was the very first thing that I ever like planned out because if you know me long enough, you know I have this obsession with wisteria because it is so like 10%, not even that, like it's 5% of what it could be. So I went on this like fantasy uh quest to like make this video about wisteria expansion, and I love the video, but it is clearly made by a beginner. The sound quality is absolute trash. I was thinking about just like re-downloading it and re-recording the sound because it is like I'm in like a bathroom or something. It's all echoey. But like I did research, about what type of animals this and like the whole lore about wisteria. I went so deep down that rabbit hole. It was so much fun. I loved it.
Oh my goodness, the rabbit holes in this game definitely can get you if you get caught into one.
I mean, honestly, if you pay attention to, I don't think they do it in these higher worlds really, but you remember when we used to have the quests that basically told you about the history
Yep.
of that world? And I thought, what the heck is going on here? This dude just like came over here and took over this world? Okay, let's go down this rabbit hole. Let's figure out what's going on. And it got crazy.
Yeah, definitely. I can attest to like audio and stuff like that. Like, I had to move from my game room because my son now has his room in there. I recently became a dad in August, so I can
Oh,
attest
congrats.
to being a new parent and trying to stream. I missed it so much. I did get burnt out on Wizard, and that's another thing. How do you stop your burnout on Wizard? Because I got majorly burnout. I took a 6 month hiatus from making content on it, and I tried other games, but then slowly but surely it sucked me back in. And, that's probably my issue.
I would say for me, because I'm such a stickler for details, I go through like every world so slowly. I listen to the dialogue. I look at everything. I yell at myself when I'm in dungeons that say, "Hey, you broke your rule. Always look up." You wouldn't believe how much detail there is in this game if you just like look at it. I mean, again, with Wisteria, it is one of the most beautiful worlds. Just look up. All of the ceilings are like this Italian fresco stuff. It's just gorgeous. But I love the details. I love the jokes. Oh my god. Unfortunately, sorry for you younger players, the creators of this game and the writers are my age, so all these jokes that they have, they do go over the heads of a lot of people. Namely, all of the vampires in Graveholm. Oh my god, I love Dark Shadows. Some people might be introduced to it with like the Johnny Depp movie version, but
Yeah,
no. Whoever wrote all of their jokes for the vampires in here loves the 70s Dark Shadows. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard at these jokes.
I might
But
have
I
to
also
go
knew
back
that
and
they
play
would be
that.
lost on a lot of people. Like in Mirage when that came out, I knew that like 90% of the jokes are going to be from Dune, and they were. And a lot of people are like, "What is this stuff? I don't get it." Paul Atreides, what is this? And luckily now there's a new movies out, but still, you know. But I just love all the in jokes. They're so fun.
I never catch them because I always skip dialogue. I don't know. I've played the game so many times, I've listened to it so many times that like now I just like spam through and I'm just like, get me out of this world, get me to the next one. Cause I'm a
Oh
very
no, you're a space bar masher.
I'm a completionist. Like I like to get my wizards to max and then, do challenges or fun crazy stuff. Um just like in Darkmoor the other day, I had a goal for the channel. We hit it, and
Did
admins
you
got to
finish it?
choose my punishment. Yeah, they had to choose my punishment, and they made me get rid of my gear for a
Oh no.
dungeon. Yeah,
Oh
they
no.
limited me to 130 gear. I was in Darkmoor with Dragoon gear. I wanted to cry. But that new world is a lot of fun actually. It caught me by surprise. Um,
I will say though, for the space bar mashers, you might want to be careful doing that in Darkmoor because a couple times it's like, wait, I have to pay attention to. Oh no, I'm screwed.
yeah, it got
Especially
me.
like yeah, where we had to like watch the suspicious people, and I was like, wait, I was actually supposed to actually watch them. I thought you were just gonna, tell me what to do.
Yeah,
Oh
that caught
gosh,
me off guard. I'll admit it, it caught me off guard. All right,
I think
so
they knew
this
about.
is this is another one. This is kind of you being a professor's assistant, kind of giving. Uh, what qualities or achievements do you think King's Isle is looking for in a professor's achievement? Like, what do you think I would have to provide?
Well, they're pretty easy on that. I mean, as long as I mean, they don't mind if people have stuff that's negative to say about the game or them in particular, just as long as it's not like a hate channel. They don't care. They don't even care if people curse in their stuff. Um, they don't do the monthly, what was it, monthly assignment or whatever it used to be called. They don't do that anymore. I mean, they haven't done anything in months anyway, but that was their only thing is like you can do whatever you want on your channel, but for your like assignments that you're turning in, just, don't use like, 15 F words, and that was it. But
Okay,
it can be, but see, that's just for like videos. It can be art, it can be makeup, it can be costumes, anything, a blog, whatever. They were
okay.
pretty open about that because it's just any content whatsoever. You can even make music based off the game. They didn't care. They love it all.
So, as a professor's assistant, what are your primary responsibilities? Like, do they give you a role? I know you kind of just touched on that a little bit. Do they monitor content and do they like promote it, help new players, or what goes on with that? Like, what role do they, if any, specifically give you? Like, hey, make you should make content on this. Like, do they give suggestions and then give suggestions about making tutorials for new players, or is it just all pretty much free reign?
Again, they used to back when there was a like a monthly assignment. It was a lot of people thought it was too restricting, but I mean, to me, it was pretty open. Like, show someone how to do something, or do a thing with friends and show it off, or show your favorite side activity or something. I think that's a very broad area that you can make whatever content you want on it. But yeah, as long as you like use the hashtag and stuff, they would like retweet it and whatever. But again, it's kind of a little stagnant right now. We're not sure exactly what direction it's going to go into.
I get that. And this might be a hot take. What are your thoughts about the controversy that happened in Wizard where we were getting all those spam messages that one day? I think you know what I'm referring to.
Didn't
What were
that
your
happen
thoughts
twice?
on that? Yeah, I think it happened twice now.
My thoughts is, it's not me, I swear. Just because I wasn't on both times it happened, it wasn't me. No, it was kind of hilarious, and I wish I had seen it because I honestly thought it was fake at first because all I had seen was screenshots. And it's like, did somebody really do that? But then, some like big name YouTubers were talking about it, like, okay, that thing actually happened. Yeah, I don't know, like, who it was actually, or they claim they worked
Yeah.
for it. I don't know,
I
but
thought I was
as
being
a
punked.
game company, I'm sure it's terrifying for that to happen.
Oh yeah,
But
for
as
sure.
as a player, I thought it was hilarious. I know that's not very nice, but
No, it's all
so.
good. We are all entitled to our own opinions. I thought I was being punked when I seen it. Trust me.
Oh, you were on when it happened?
Yeah, when it popped up, I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
"Oh my god!" I was like, "There's so many kids playing too." Like, you
Oh, I
know,
know.
some of those
Although,
things kids shouldn't. I mean,
you
I
would
get
think
it.
so, but kids got foul mouths these days. Oh,
I'm not excited for it. My little one needs to
yeah.
stay a little one.
Yeah, well, usually it's once they start school, then it's like, "What did you just repeat?"
Yeah, that's what I figured.
They're children are sponges.
I know, cause I know I was one.
Oh, yeah, we all did it. Anyone who says that they didn't, I was raised in a household where you just didn't do it in front of your parents. And the second that I was away from them, it was tell all the naughty jokes with all the bad words and he he
Yep.
he. Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh
I
yeah.
was a bad mouth little kid.
For sure, I was too. Except I got caught a lot because school would
Oh
tell.
no. Oh no.
So, what would you like to see the developers add or change in future updates? That's a good one. That's a really good one because there's
For
a
like
lot
the
they could do.
for like the game itself or
Yeah,
for
for
like
the
extra
game
credits
itself.
or oh.
For the game
Oh
itself.
gosh. I have so many things. You wouldn't believe how many Post-its I have filled with things
Here,
just like that.
we
It's
we
because
can
I
we
go off
got
on
time.
tangents on my stream. It's just because I go off on tangents on my stream and I'm like, "Hey, wait, that was actually kind of good. So let me write that down." I mean, things like I absolutely despise packs because I never, ever, ever get anything for the school of which I'm opening it on. So it's like I have 50 pieces of gear and I can't use any of them because I hate oh, you must have a school specific, I hate that stuff. So it's like, can't we just trade it in? You know what I mean? Like, take 10 pieces of a hat and get the one you want. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, it's ridiculous. It's only one.
Trust me, I get it. The Stompy, I think it is, the Fire Bronto that you can
Yeah.
get from Primeval. That is $350 mount on my channel.
Oh my goodness.
That's how
I
long it
see
took
stuff
me.
like that.
That's how many crowns it took me to get that mount. I have
That's
multiple
crazy.
of the others. Just to get one, it cost me like 350 $400.
Wow. And if they don't
So,
want to give it us an actual like trade-in system, then let us trade it in for like, one in-game only crown that can be, used for other packs. I don't know. Something just I've heard about a pity system, but I'm not seeing any pity. You know what I
just
mean?
what I would like to see is them just do trades between players. Like if a player
That would be
has
great.
two stompies and someone wants one, and then another player has say two owls mounts, and the other player doesn't want to go farm Polaris, that secret boss to go get it, they could trade.
Well, I
Like
mean, they already have something, I guess you could say, like a not a beta, but like with the guilds, how you donate it to the guild and it's there permanently. I mean, they could kind of do something like that where, the person who receives this thing in trade can't get rid of it. Or, I mean,
Yeah,
if they want to worry about that, you know what I mean? But like I said, I don't know anything about game building, so I don't know what type of, hoops you got to jump through for that sort of stuff.
exactly.
But oh yeah, there's just so much stuff.
And like you could make it to where you know how when you do world skip elixirs, which I did two today, personally because I hate the world chrysalis and polaris. I just did not want to do boss battles every 4 levels
Hmm.
or 4 missions. I'm in mirage right now on my balance, which is the gameplay that everyone else has
I know, I
seen.
see Birdie down there. We love Birdie.
Yeah. um Probably one of my favorite worlds, to be honest.
Gorgeous.
I love it. I don't know. I grew up on Aladdin. I grew up on, you know, uh, those movies. So this kind of hits home. Aladdin was my favorite for quite some time. Uh, I cannot wait until they do a world based off of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like that would be awesome if they ever did that. But that's going into like personal. Like that's probably my all time favorite movie. Um,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I watched that endlessly as a child. If it wasn't that, it was something else. What is your favorite pack? I know you said you don't like packs, but what is your favorite pack? I feel like it's the
Um,
fairy one because that's what I see your storm in. That's what I have you added on, I believe, is your storm with the full fairy kit running. Or
Honestly, the reason
Stitch,
why I
sorry.
wear that is I have not yet found anything that has better stats for my storm yet. Other than the fact it's purple and it looks great. But yeah, that's the main reason why I stick with this one. But I do have a favorite like other outfit, but I refuse to pay for stitching. So, because I'm a cheap bugger. Favorite pack, gosh, I just really want that darn Skyvern mount. All
Do
there is
you
to it.
really?
If they put it in the crown shop, I would buy it in an instant. Of course, they'd probably make it like 15K, those bums, but it is what it is. I spent so many test realm crowns. I must have spent, I don't know, almost 100,000 test realm crowns trying to get that thing. It took years, and I finally got on test realm just to make that silly video. And then I was sad because I had to, it's test realm. You got to give it back. But
Yeah,
I still got it. I
but
still
you were
got it. It's just so
excited.
funny. It's a giant mount. It gets in the way of everything, but it's so cute and the noise it makes. I love
Yeah.
it. Warp, warp, warp.
I have so many mounts and I still don't have that one. Um
Like same thing with the Hydra. I tried forever to get the Hydra, and then when they had that balance bundle that came out, I'm like, snap, give me that thing.
See, I wanted to do that, but I just didn't have the money at the time for it because I wanted the Hydra. I spent so many crowns on it. That and the old school Phoenix. I don't think you
Gorgeous.
do you remember that mount? The old
I
Phoenix mount?
actually got that one when they did the fire bundle because when they do like the school bundles, it's usually a really really hard mount to get for that school.
Alright, so we have one of my subscribers asking, what is your favorite pet/pet ability?
My favorite pet is definitely the one that I always have with me. It's what's it called? Let me get the actual name of it. It is the feathered tabby. I don't remember where I got this one from. It was probably dropped in the sewers, I believe is where they first put it out. Um, Other than the fact that it's got some pretty good stuff, the catnap spell is trash. I don't know why you would want to stun yourself for some heal, but whatever. But once I found out that it was modeled after a dev's cat that had passed away and it looked just like it, and then I
Oh,
found out what that dev's cat's name was, and I renamed my pet after their cat. It was such a sweet story. Plus this pet, oh my god, I was helping out Tiantosian last night. It was absolutely going off. I like to call it my annoyance pet because if I'm going against you, my pet is super annoying. So it has Maycast Unicorn, Maycast Steel Ward, Maycast Shatter, Maycast Balance Blade. I use it a lot in the decathlon, and we were doing the first gargoyle fight, and it kept stealing all of their shields. It was great. So that's my favorite pet. But anything that's like either really really cute or really really big, I love the big pets. The ones that are like almost the size of your wizard. I love those. Like Deer
Okay.
Knight.
Yeah, Deer Knight is cool. Um,
Just so weird
oh,
to have a pet so big. I love it.
I forget the name of the pet. It's the one that's on my death right now. He looks like what is he? He's from the Jester pack, the new one with the fleeting shadow, the that
What what is the pet that comes with those?
black uh I'm gonna have to look it up.
Is is that one in the crown shop right now? What's that pet called?
I don't know what it's called.
Oh, Dark Jester. Let me see what's in that. It is
Yeah.
oh the Gloamling. Yeah, I got one of those. It's
I
the little
love
glowing thing.
him.
Those are
I
so
love
neat.
him because it reminds me of like Bendy and Inky type thing. Once I say it, I've told people that before, and they're like, I can't unsee it now. It kind of has that vibe. And if you guys ever played that game, peak. I've never been jump scared by a game so bad, but
Oh no.
that game. It
I don't
takes a
think I
dark
played that
turn.
one.
It takes a dark turn.
Uh-oh.
It goes from really bright to really dark.
Oh, literally dark turn. Gotcha.
Yeah. Hallways get really, really dark. So, never been jump scared so much. Other than playing ocean games, which that's funny as hell because I'm from Florida. I've grown up around the ocean. I play a game like Subnautica, and I am terrified.
Yeah, especially since, that one's just a game and you've probably been in the water for real, but you never
Yes,
know.
I love. I've gone scuba diving and everything, and like it's just something different. Playing a game scares me more. uh,
Ooh, a draconian pet that was bigger than the Wiz. That's hilarious.
that's crazy. I did not see that one. Did you?
I'm not sure, like draconian pet, like from the Beast Moon, or where was this pet from? I don't even know what event's going on right now.
I
It's
have
been so
no
long since
clue.
I've done them.
I don't
3
do
hours left on the
events.
Scroll of Fortune.
I don't do events. That's another good question. Other than main questing, what would you say is the best thing to do in Wizard? If, say, you didn't want a main quest, you're burnt out on questing, what is a way that you can keep the drive going and keep having fun in this game?
For me, I really like to do team ups, especially like, I don't know, 7 or more worlds below where I am, because I remember how hard it is to do those things. And most of the time I was lucky enough to find people to help out, but, sometimes you had to sigil beg before there was team up. So I like to help with that. Gardening is fun, but it's like, only for a couple minutes. So I wouldn't really call that a side activity. Um, I don't like fishing
Oh god,
because
fishing would
it gets tedious. It gets
fishing
tedious.
me and fishing
I
have a
have all the
history.
elixirs, but it doesn't make them bite faster, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I hate pet training. Once I have a good pet, I quit. It's like I only hatch pets just to have the cool looking pet. I don't really care about their stats. I have one pet that's good and I'm good with that. I don't need the, Quint hit one, which would be great, but I
Oh,
don't really
if you've
have the
seen the
the
pain I
drive
go
to try
through.
and get it.
If you've
I've
only
seen so
seen
many
the
people
pain
go
I
through
go
that.
through. um, so do you like the pet derbies? Do you like the decathlon? Do you like what is it? What's the other thing where you can transform
Let's see.
Beast
I like
Moon?
Beast Moon. Beast Moon's fun. I don't like Decathlon, even though I do it, because I'm really bad at it. So, but I do like Beast Moon. That one's really fun. And then, um, what else? Uh, House decorating's fun, but I usually only do it a lot when I first get the house, and then I try not to have my dump houses, but you know what one is, right? It's where you
Uh,
go and you dump all your stuff that you don't want to throw away.
that's all my
And then it's like
houses.
exactly, see? So I have like one or two that are nice, which is just like mainly my main one with all the tapestries in it because I'm super lazy and I hate walking anywhere. I want to
Yeah,
teleport. Plus,
I
there's no cooldown on a teleport or on a teleport, on a tapestry.
yeah, true. See, I'm guilty of having only dump houses. If my inventory's full, it goes to a house, no matter what it is.
Well, I mean, it's one of those, I'll probably use this later for something, and then you just put it down.
If I get on my myth and I show you, actually, I think you've been to that house before. You've seen all the wands around it, and you probably stepped outside and seen the, I don't know, umpteen mounts in just one area because they're never gonna get used, but they're there, just slowly existing.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. As much as I'm obsessed with mounts, it's like, wait, what do you mean I can't put any more in here?
Yep.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you want to talk about a change I need for Wiz? Those stupid bric-a-brac elixirs, they don't count for pets or mounts. What kind of junk is that? If I'm gonna
Really?
spend crowns to increase my housing capacity, it better include pets and mounts because that's all I have in my houses. Thank you very much.
How do you
That's so
feel?
silly.
Okay, so yeah, that is kind of crazy. How do you feel about key bosses? The gold key, wood key, stone key in certain areas. I mean, some of them can be very difficult. Like, if you're just like happen upon a key and you're like, oh, that's, the key that I need. How do you feel about those?
I like I really do like them. I have not done all of them yet because there are certain ones that are just so ridiculous no one wants to do them. Uh,
Exactly.
Namely you, Wisteria Boss. I still have yet to do that one. Um, but there are some that I would farm for a while. Like once I got the the trick, I guess you would say, for the one in Chrysalis. Oh, I love that one. That was probably my favorite because mind you, it's very, very easy to screw it up, even if you know all the rules. But once you have it, it's like, oh, this is probably the most interesting battle I've ever done. I like it because you don't actually hit that boss. All you do is copy what they do and then they hit themselves. It's
Yeah, for
very
sure.
interesting. But yeah, I like them because it's a way to get the spell elements for like the lore spells, things like that, and also ones that are only in the packs. So I don't like to purchase packs, as I've already said. So if I can get the things out of the pack a different way, that's even better. And a couple of those bosses, they drop everything from those packs, so that's handy.
So I know this is another question. Are you playing right now?
I'm running around Graveholm picking up Ichor, trying to get aged Ichor.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that grind. I will wait
I
for the
just want the
Darkmoor pack.
tapestries.
I will
I just
wait
want
for
the
the
tapestries, yeah, because
Darkmoor.
I'm never going to do all of those challenge modes, which is great that they have those for people that want to do them. But the fact that we don't get a transmute spell for the last two worlds is kind of ridiculous. Somebody, a friend told me that over in, I'm gonna call her Vadima again. It's not her name. The Portal of Peril gal. She is the only place that you can get like purchase it, I guess you would say. Like, are you kidding me? And that's for the was it the
Oh
Dreamwater,
my
I think?
god. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, really? Why they've always just made it so that we could purchase the transmute recipe. So I hope
Or at
that's not
least
like
they
a
dropped a world
thing.
pack because when they did Wallaroo and Selenopolis, we got world packs after we beat the world. Like, or we unlocked them at least. Granted, they're 599 crowns. I don't care. They can make them 1,000 crowns for Darkmoor. No one really wants to farm that.
True, true.
And people that have the dedication, more power to them, because that is absolutely ridiculous. I don't have the mental capacity of doing that. I I will burn myself
Yeah,
out so fast.
I will rarely farm something that takes more than 10 minutes boss wise.
As you
Like
can
for
see,
that video I uploaded, luckily I was just like, "Hey, why don't I just hit the record button, fool?" And these people were so nice. We just happened to be in the commons listening to typical commons drama, and I was talking about how I like their mounts, and they had, of course, the headless horseman drop mounts. I was like, "Oh, how long did it take you to get it?" And one person said they farmed for 3 hours, and one of them said it was like, 2 battles and they got it. So like, "Hey, you want to go do it?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" "Yeah, let's go." So that's what we went and
bling.
did, and because they had a good strategy, their version of a bad battle, it was 6 rounds. I was like, "Okay, let's do
That's
it."
awesome. Bling Cobra took me a long time, and if you're watching my stream, you can see here's all the mounts, or some of them, very few. I have quite a bit more.
Oh, I bet.
Um, these are probably never gonna get used again.
Hey, at
I
least you got the, standard mount. I love that disgusting horror
Oh my
factor, I
god,
love
that
it.
thing is nightmare fuel. As you can
Have you
see, dump
have you
house.
used have you used it underwater? It's even worse.
I don't wanna. I don't. You're giving me ideas that I don't want to do.
Oh,
One of
you think
my.
it's horrible now, it will give you nightmares, I'm telling you.
I-
It's so funny though. I literally like I didn't expect it. I try and get like an actual reaction of my first seeing them out underwater when I'm making the videos. And I would
yeah.
just like started talking and I literally screamed. I couldn't believe what they had done to it. It was like, what the heck is that? It was so like disfigured and oh, I know they did it on purpose too, but it's just so it's gonna traumatize you, I tell you.
Oh, you're running around here trying to find that
Yep.
reagent. Oh no.
Yeah, just going around in circles.
That's a grind. Trust me, I tried it first stream last night, and I didn't get very much. I got one aged out of 45
I don't
of
even
the
know
regular.
how many I have. It's really not a lot.
Yeah.
I just want I just want their cool tapestries, that's all. That's all I'm after.
So, do you
I
like
have
the fact that?
18.
Oh God, do you like the
Yeah,
fact
that's
that the
since
secret
Dark War opened.
bosses, now some of them in, like, for example, Selenopolis and Darkmoor do drop a free mount basically. Like if you put in the time and you put in the effort, it can drop that free mount. Do you
I
like
love
that?
that. I do because I don't have to have keys and I don't have to I like that the ones in this world you don't have to jump through any hoops to go to them. You just have to know that they're there. I don't know how you get to the one that drops the Bling Cobra. I haven't been over there yet.
You've never been over
Nope.
that one? I
Nope,
have
because
the
I'm not
Bling
going to solo
Cobra,
that thing.
and it took me 8 hours.
Well, I
eight
mean, that's another
hours to get
thing.
it.
I think that's another thing about me is that especially when a world like comes out and everyone's rushing to like finish it, and I'm just like I just barely started the Mortal Plane,
Okay.
and it's just because I'm like not in a rush to finish it because then that means I have to go start questing on my next lower down wizard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, I just don't have the drive, I guess you would say, to like just max wizard out one after another because then it's like, then what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? And some
Yeah.
of the worlds are pretty tedious, so if I had to just do it back to back, I think I might pull some hair out. So
Oh,
no,
I'm already losing
I'll
hair.
just come. I'll just come back to that world in like 3 months and like, oh, okay, I remember these dinosaurs. Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, I'll make you the offer now. If you want the Bling Cobra, we can run it. Not right now, but I'll get a group with us and we'll run it. We'll get you that bling cobra.
Yeah, you just gotta tell me what to do because even if I ran a boss like 30 times, I will forget the
Oh
next
yeah,
time
for
I
sure.
remember some other boss's cheats. I
Trust
don't
me.
retain that in my brain at all.
And this is my almost $400 amount that it took me to pull. So you can bet I'm never taking this one off.
I will admit though, I did get the $100 bundle on the for the Darkmoor because after I found out that the Wallaroo one, the mount was not identical to the other ones that they put out. It was like a shrunken version of it. It was so crazy. I only found that out while I was making the video on the other two that you could like get in the Crown Shop because I bought them like on Test Realm, you know, because I'm
Yeah.
cheap. And then I watched someone's video like, "Oh my god, it's like half size. You're like in a little kitty car." It was ridiculous. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to shell out $100 for it, but I was kind of hoping that this mech suit that they put out with the world bundles was going to be like at least ridiculous or silly version of it. But no, it's awesome looking version, but and then of course I knew they were going to put out another one cuz, you know, spoilers.
Yeah. I don't. Okay, this might be a personal hot take. I really don't like the mechs. I don't like the mech suits.
I think they're so ridiculous.
They're ridiculous. That's my thing. Like, I mean, there's ridiculous and then there's really ridiculous. And I just think watching a mech suit do a front flip when you jump and run is just like, why?
Oh gosh. Oh man.
I mean,
They're so crazy.
fair play to anyone who
I'm not
gets it. Like, it's a cool design. It's just definitely not for me. You definitely have to have like a niche for it, I guess you could say. Like a really like attracted to it.
it's just one of those things for me. It's like I try not to like analyze it too much, but where is your wizard's body? Because if you actually look at it, especially the
Yeah.
Celestian mech, it's held together by energy. So are
Yeah.
you just squished into the main body part?
Same same with the new one. I'm looking at it right now.
It's so funny.
So you said you want that Skyvern mount.
Oh gosh.
I will
I've opened
try.
so many packs.
I
Like
will
no
send
joke.
you 3 packs and we'll see if I'm lucky to get you one. That's the one my fiance actually wants too. So she's gonna get packs also, but that's after stream. We'll send you 3 packs. We'll see. I actually bought them. Whoops. That's not the gift button. The gift button is that one. Good job. I don't think I got it, so I'm not gonna be mad at myself. And I can't spell because I passed G.
You know, I wouldn't feel that bad, or I should say, I would feel your pain if that happened because I remember helping out a friend. They asked if I would help them farm this boss in Dragonspire to get this dagger that they really wanted. It's like a green glowing like curved dagger. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, I
And they
know
were
which one you're
farming
talking
it
about.
for hours and hours, and I got it on the first time. Felt so bad.
Oh no! I think they have it in the crown shop. No, it's a discontinued one, isn't it?
I think so. My life has it right now. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's
I think it's one
I
of
don't
the
know,
discontinued ones.
green something. Yeah, it looks like the cerulean edge right there, but
Yep.
it's green
Yep.
and it's got
I
leaves on it.
I know the
But
exact
it's
one
so
you're
cool.
talking about.
But oh my gosh,
Were we lucky for you?
I just saw that. All right, um, I got a robe. Ew, hard boiled beetle egg. Some of these snacks, by the way, are disgusting.
Oh my
Have you
god, they
seen
are horrendous.
Have you seen the one that's like pig butts with their
Oh my,
curly tail?
yeah,
It's
I
like,
did.
excuse me,
Some of the
and I got a
devs
wand.
definitely are doing something extracurricular with, or at least you would assume when they come up with some of these pet snacks.
I got a velociraptor.
A perm velociraptor. Wait.
Oh, it's the pet. Sorry,
Oh, it's the
the pet.
pet. Okay, I was gonna
I
say
know.
If the Velociraptor dropped in that pack, I'd be spending $100 tonight because my fiance would never let me not get it for her. That is her
I guess
favorite
it's
mount
still.
in the entire game.
Um, do they still drop? Oh, excuse me, feathered raptor.
Yeah, that's the one
Let's
that
see.
she loves. I
Yeah, it does still drop from the key boss.
Yep.
Supposedly only 2 of the tiers though, which is dumb. But at
I've
least they didn't take all of the mounts away from that boss because that was the only reason to farm that boss before is because it dropped every single dino mount in the game. Yes.
I have run that dungeon, that key boss, with my fiance countless times. We had a full 5 hour stream before of it.
Oh no.
The community got so invested in it, they were donating their keys. I was donating keys. She was getting keys. Everyone was using keys. It just did not go very well. So we call that her cursed mount.
Oh no.
She's a huge Jurassic Park nerd, so definitely Azteca is one of her favorite worlds.
I love that place. I just when I had an older computer, it was really really hard on it graphically. So once you finish Darkmoor, oh my god, Azteca, it was horrible to go back over there
Oh my god, I
because
could
every
imagine.
time the meteors would go, it would just like crash the screen. But I don't have the problem anymore. It's still sad, but it doesn't crash it. Okay, let's see. Someone did ask a question. How do you feel about Darkmoor bosses with a spoiler-free response? Um, they're very, very tricky. For me, as long as they're not impossible, that's all I care about. I like having a challenge. Um, it has to be difficult, but not impossible. That's what I like.
I Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Some of these bosses though, Guardian. Ooh. Oh.
Oh yeah,
I
did they ever put Darkmoor as a monstrology tab? Not yet. Darn.
Probably
That's
not.
disappointing. Because I've already extracted, the vampires and stuff, but I want to create some henchmen. Not gonna lie, that's what I use monstrology for, is to help out my lower level wizards. So I give all of those treasure cards to my alt, and my alt gives them to my lower level wizards, so they don't, die.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I've had
Especially
people
my
do.
myth,
Yeah.
because myth gets a bonus with those.
Yeah, I did my myth as my first wizard. He was my first max on this account, at least. I had a max when I had a max account when 60 was max. I had a max account when Dragon's Fire was the final world. That's
Wow,
how far back it goes. Um,
you definitely been playing longer than me.
oh my goodness, yeah, when Dragon's Fire was the final world, that was a time. Uh, I don't know if it's a good time or bad time. Reflecting on it,
It was the
very,
beginning.
yeah, very. I feel like I'm about to start a one of those older movies. 'Twas in the beginning.
Back in my day,
Yeah,
we only had
exactly.
5 worlds, you whippersnappers.
Exactly. That's kind of how I feel. I definitely feel like I'm one of the elders in the game. Just obviously didn't start streaming the game till very, I wouldn't say very recently, about 2 years now. I've tried joining Professor's Assistant. Uh, didn't get approved. I wonder why. It could
Did
be
they like actually reply with a no, or did they just never reply?
they just never reply. I never get a
Yeah, that's
reply.
kind of that's kind of the state of it though right now, unfortunately. Because I mean, somebody took it over after the person who was heading it left.
I I
So
know about that drama. I'm not gonna touch on
yeah.
that.
So I'm not really sure like what's going on with it yet. I hope that it gets picked back up. because if nothing else, it was just uh community for creators, and I like that it wasn't limited to streaming and such. It was open to everybody who created any content. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah. Oh, I got some of that reagent, however it's pronounced, because small boy brain, if you want to port.
I was
So
like, what's your name again? I'm so bad. If people don't use, like, I'm one of the only people I know that uses their, like, Wiz name as their username. So it's like someone's like, hey,
they don't
let's
have
I'm
Taz.
on and port to me. I'm like, I don't remember your name. It's not you, it's me, I swear.
If they had Taz, I would do it. And a heartbeat.
I'm just surprised that I never noticed you could have one name now. You can just be Randy if you wanted to be.
Exactly. Yeah, I like having just one name. I don't know. It's just appeasing to my eyes. Um so what would you be doing? What would you be streaming if Wizard wasn't, or Pirate? Let me just take out all King's Isle games. What games would you be trying to stream if you weren't, Professor's assistant? And like this
Gosh,
was your
I
main
don't
content.
know. That's really hard because I don't want to say I'm picky. Let's just say my body is picky. I'm extremely motion sensitive when it comes to games. Like, I just gifted myself a brand new, like, 5-inch larger monitor. I still have to play Wiz at the exact same size. I tried it larger, and it still wasn't like full screen. I cannot handle it full screen. It's just like things that like spin a lot. Oh man, so many games look fun, but it's like I couldn't play that even if I wanted to. So it would definitely have to be something slow like this and turn based,
Okay.
unfortunately. But
I
no, some of these games look so much fun, but it's like, nope, nope, give me the barf bag. I just can't. Like, it was so bad. We went to the theater, not like where we went tonight, but we were watching the most recent animated Spider-Man movie. Yeah,
okay.
halfway through it, I had to look away. It was just so graphically intense and moving so fast. I was actually getting sick. I was like, I am such a wimp. I used to be the first one in line at roller coasters, and now I can't do that anymore.
That sounds more like Vertigo.
Sort of, except in those cases with actual roller coasters, my body can't handle G forces and I just pass out.
Oh wow, that's
Oh
crazy.
no, it's no fun.
That
Yeah, I've been
that's
trying over a year to get some sort of, at least root cause of what causes it, and nothing yet. Just a whole lot of, here's a bill. Oh, sorry, all your test results are normal. I'm like, dang it, that's
oh
not
my
what I want to hear.
goodness.
I know.
Well, that ain't
Such is
good.
life.
Roller coasters
No,
so much fun.
oh, I know, I know. I used to love to go on those things. Well, nowadays, as long as they just go forwards and there's no upside down in them, I'm okay. But if I get put upside down or have to go backwards, that's a no.
Okay, so
But I do
something
like
like
them. It
what
can
is
go
it?
fast and forward.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure what state you live in, but like the wooden coasters, that have like big dips. Those are cool. I love those.
Yeah, like I said, I'm from Florida. I had Universal, I had Busch Gardens, Disney, all that stuff relatively close. It was 2.5 hours, 3 hours away. Um, so like Busch Gardens, I went to a lot, and I've ridden every single one of those roller coasters, and some of them goes backwards and upside down at the same time. That's a
Oh, I bet.
unique one. um, but yeah, definitely, I love those. Um, does the community have any more questions?
Oh, I think I see one there. Let's see. What world is your favorite lore wise since you read all the dialogue? Which has the best story? Oh, man.
You did say Wisteria earlier.
Yeah, but I would say a good 75% of my love for Wisteria is the fantasies about what it could be.
Okay.
like I say, I love the lore in the world. So let me see. Okay, I'll stay off of the side quests because so far only Darkmoor has had worthy side quests as far as like lore. So we'll just only talk about like the main quests. I think Grizzleheim is. I love that. I love Grizzleheim. Um, Azteca. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I really like it. Just not the side quests. The whole brother and sister fighting because they're not communicating, and it's like, okay, this is like an after school special. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
But as far as
exactly.
like the lore, yeah, I've never been a fan of the just defeat and collect quests. Plus, some of the things that we're sent to do are very questionable. Like, I really did not like the quests in Novus. It was a whole lot of beat this thing up because I said so, and I'm like, can I just say no? Because I know for a fact those banana spiders did not take your crap. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm
exactly.
killing I'm killing these innocent creatures for no reason. I'm feeling very bad about it. Can I not? Yeah, some of these I just like those because one of the oldest games that I played for years. I still have it. If I ever whip out my Sega Genesis, I would play that because I still have it. Um, you were allowed to say no to quests. You're allowed to tell the NPCs, no, I'm not going to do that, and then they just had to accept that.
Oh my
sometimes you
goodness.
couldn't. Sometimes you couldn't get that quest back, you know,
Yeah,
and but you just had to make your choice. So
I grew
I
up on
have
Sega
seen.
Genesis, so I feel very fortunate to grow up on Sega Genesis because my dad, you know, I'm 28 years old, so I'm not old, but I'm not young at the same time, I guess you could say. But my dad, he liked video games at one point in time, and he had a Sega, and I got to play it all the time. And then it got to PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and my love for gaming just stemmed from that Sega Genesis, being able to play, uh, you know, for an hour. Out of my hair, go play for an hour,
Yeah,
and then it's
I'm.
outside.
I just remember what a big deal it was the first time I could ever save a game. It's
Oh
like
my
I don't have
goodness.
to start over every single time. What is this magic?
I forget what game it was that I played, but it was an older game, and I found it on. I found like a copy, like a ROM for it on computer, and I played it, and I was like, all right, well, I'm done with it. And it was like a real old game. It was one that you can't save, and I just like exited out and closed my computer, and I went back, and I was like, I'm gonna play that game. It was kind of fun. And I realized the very deep and dark truth of, I'd say, older games. They
Yeah,
are meant to destroy your soul and your spirit at the same time.
and take all your quarters.
Yeah.
I wish that they would bring that back just as like a niche thing. There needs to be more arcades, and I don't mean arcades with that are half bars. Ugh. Like I want ones that my kids can go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At
Hey,
least not ones that are like fun centers.
I mean, I won't knock Dave and Buster's. That's fun to go to, but I don't think it's like super kid friendly because obviously the bar
We don't have
attached to
one
it.
yet.
What? Oh my god, they're so much
We're
fun.
supposedly getting one.
That's awesome.
We have round one. That's the closest we have. But literally 60% of the games in there are just, gachapon games. So it's like, we don't need any more grabber machines.
I Yeah, I definitely get that.
Well, I mean,
So,
when you play video games, it's no longer about, oh, I got the high score. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
It's it's like I want a tangible thing I can take with me. So that's why they like those better, I think.
Yeah. What would you say is the most challenging thing in Wizard 101? It could be a boss, it could be a world, it could be a side quest, it could be whatever it is. What do you think is beyond the most challenging? Uh, it can be post nerf or after nerf. Like, you can explain.
So as like you mean like just battles, that type of
It
thing?
could be battles, it could be whatever you find is like the most challenging thing in Wizard 101. It could be a learning experience like Monsterology or Decathlon or Pet Derby. Anything. Like what do you find is the most challenging thing in this game?
Gosh, that's a hard question. Um, I honestly, the first thing that comes to my mind is dealing with really mean people, because I don't know if it's just like, youngest child syndrome or whatever, but
Oh goodness,
I'm
yeah.
very like aversion to any sort of like drama and just people being angry. It's like I don't like hang out and see what it's all about. I just like, okay, let's go someplace else. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can't do that. I was like reported a few times in Beast Moon because I wouldn't report somebody, which is kind of like my policy. I don't usually tell people that I'm streaming. I just let them be, who they want to be without like, oh, I'm being watched. But sometimes it's like, you know, just be a lesson to y'all. Be careful what
Yeah.
you say because you never know who's recording it and have proof of it. And everybody just saw what you did because, I got my chat open and they're like, hey, I don't like how this person's playing. Report them. And I'm just like, what? And before I could even like reply, they had reported me. I'm like, and it was for something ridiculous like bad language or something. I'm just like, what is going on here? Why are people like this? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because to me, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's fun. And when
See,
people do stuff like that, it's like, okay, I'm done with you all. you know,
I
it's like,
definitely think
why?
the community needs at least an overhaul or take a chill pill, something like that. Because you go to the comments, you can't spend 2 minutes in the comments without seeing some very, I'd say, mature things. I've seen some
Yeah.
pretty adult rated stuff being said in the comments because there's
Yeah.
workarounds. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
just like,
Exactly. It's I know that's what some people just live for or whatever. That's like their hobby, but I don't
yeah,
know.
I
I
can't go to the
I
comments
wouldn't
for
do
more
that
than
anyway.
10
Just
seconds.
you never know what somebody's going through and your comment could just make everything so much worse for them when they just wanted to go into a game and just hang out or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. I don't know if I would play this game as long as I have if it hadn't been for like one whole person. They like turned the game around because I would say with that other game that I played, Pixie Hollow, just because it's Disney fairies. I mean, there's not a whole lot of like, hey baby, want to go out? There was like some of that, but not a lot. It wasn't a dating sim. You know what I'm saying?
There is
Not like the
no
commerce.
whiz girlfriends.
Exactly, exactly. There wasn't people. There would be like, I'd say probably the most, I guess you would call it toxic behavior people would do is like go and stand on your character, which sounds weird, but they would like follow you around. You'd like try and move to a spot where there's nobody and they would just follow you around. But other than that, it wasn't like that. But it was probably my very first week playing, and I don't think the tutorial was as good as it is now. People do complain about it, but they explain to you about pips and whatnot instead of, hey, look, there's a thing, use this card and hit, and this person was just going off and calling me stupid and why are you doing this and are you dumb, why are you playing like this, and I'm just like, what kind of game is this where someone's just talking to you like this? And I did come back the next day and then somebody just for no reason whatsoever was just like, hey, what's up? Oh, cool, you're new. Do you need any help with anything? Blah blah blah. And then right before I logged off, they like gifted me a pack and I was like, what is this thing? And I was like, who's this nice person? I don't even know them. And they just like turned it around. I'm like, okay, well, there's nice people in this game. Maybe I'll stay.
Yeah, for sure. I always try to be that nice person. Like, I get there's players that are, probably as bad as or they treat themselves as bad as beggars on the street, asking for spare change in the commons when they're asking for packs or member
Ugh.
potions or whatever. But like, if I see like a
Mm-hmm.
level 10 saying that they're new at the game and that they need help or something, I'll help them out a little bit. And then, if I have crowns, they get a pack or two. Just because, like, I want to be that positive motivation to keep playing the game where if I didn't do it, maybe they would have got someone negative telling them, shut up or, you know, get good or whatever, kids say nowadays. I'm not in the lingo. I think I've been out of
Yeah,
that
I
for
don't think
quite some
I don't
time.
think try hard is a term anymore.
It's not. That's news to me.
I don't know. They
I
come up with
really
new
don't
stuff
know
every
it.
week.
Yeah,
Luckily, mine are old enough that they can explain these things to me. It's like, what is this new thing you're saying? I don't know. But yeah, exactly. What if you being nice to somebody makes it like, like pass it on? They're like, wow, somebody was really nice to me. You know what? They helped me out. So I remember how hard this thing was. So I think I'm going to go help out people too. And that's why if I'm bored and I don't want to quest, I'll usually just go into team up.
that's probably one of the biggest series on my channel that I gotta get back into. It was just helping the community. My thumbnail was basic. It was just my wizard at the team up kiosk, and I asked chat where we go help, who we go help, and that was like, it was so much fun to do. I definitely have to do that again because I just like helping new people. Because then I don't get burnt out. Like, questing normally, like on my balance or, you know, whatever I'm questing on, I get burnt out so quickly.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I've,
if you're already done with the stuff, and you can only do the side content so much, you know what I mean?
mm hmm.
But I think another thing I like about Team Up, especially with the lower level worlds, is if it's not somebody who's already, been doing it a bunch of times, you like get to see it like fresh through their eyes again. Like, wow, this thing's really cool. Oh, this boss is hard. Like, oh, well, this is what you do. And at first I would just do the, typical storm thing where I just come in and pummel everything. But after a while, it's like I'll just boost them up because then it feels good, that they defeated that boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Looks like Don has one more question. Since we
Ah,
just finished an entire arc, what is your thoughts on the Danson story? Okay, I know who we're talking about.
design.
Danson, however I pronounce
um,
it, I don't know.
well, I'll just say, it wasn't like my favorite because I prefer some fantasy in my fantasy, and it was a bit like going to therapy. You know, what are your thoughts on, life? Why are we here? What am I
Yeah,
doing? It's like, I just want to like cast some spells, you know.
I just
But I
want to
mean, it was
cast some
it was
spells and
kind
do
of
some
a
cool shit.
basically, I don't know. I'm the type of person that I don't need an entire backstory like for my villain. It's okay to me if they're just evil, you know. I don't need like, oh, well, this is their past and whatever, because I always say in real life like, well, there's a lot of people that had I guess I know every person's different, but people can have, let's just say, similar things happen to them, and one goes good and one goes bad. You know what I mean? It's just people are people.
Okay, going based off of that, what was your favorite storyline? Morgana,
Oh,
Malistaire,
um, hmm. Maybe I guess the one with grandmother Raven and grandfather Spider, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a huge like arc, fan. I don't know. I just see them mostly as worlds instead of arcs, maybe because I don't do it all at
yeah.
once. Like I only have one max wizard, I'll tell you that, but I have one of every school on this account that I play. But it's mostly like, I'll do a day or so playing this one and then I'll switch to another world or something. You know what I mean? So I just go back and forth. So it's not like I do a whole arc at once. I
I
don't know if
get
I've
that.
ever done that. So, Yeah, I guess that one just because it's like the story of the whole spiral, so that was kind of cool, as opposed to just I want power or I want to destroy everything to resurrect someone. Like,
Yeah, it was either resurrection of a dead wife, I want to be the most powerful. Um, I call the Spider and Raven star-crossed lovers because obviously at one point they were together. Uh,
Yeah,
so I just call that the cross lover like storyline. That's basically what it all leads up to. Um,
yeah. I will say that this current one, from what I've seen, people posting and stuff, is probably going to be my least favorite because I don't know, it's just the whole, supreme being and, why didn't they do this and why did they let this happen? I'm like, you know what? We don't need to go into, I don't know how you would say, like uber religious stuff is kind of what it
yeah,
seems like to
they're
me. I'm
kind of
like,
teetering a line. It seems like. And I feel
yeah,
like a
it's
lot
just,
of their
I mean,
demographic will fall off on that because, you know, people aren't into like religion like super heavily.
yeah, and that's just what it seems like. It's like heavy on that. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, I don't necessarily see Bartleby as like, the god of the spiral. I mean, he's a tree. They have other trees, you know what I'm saying? It's
He's a
like,
tree. He's a pretty tree, I guess you could say, because his one eye is like a crystal, but like I mean
yeah, and then it's like, oh, let's blame everything on him. Like, okay.
and then they got
It
Sybil, which is supposed to be the one of all like knowledge or whatever, so like
Yeah, but okay, just hear me out. I know it was very dramatic and traumatic for everybody except for me, of course.
it
Uh
was not traumatic for me to watch that tree get.
but literally 2 minutes later we're sent down to the basement or whatever it is and there's another tree. And
Mm-hmm.
she's piloting the ship or it is piloting the ship. So it's like, why do I care that that one just killed? I mean,
Yeah.
why are we, it's like I don't know. It's weird
Why are
to me.
you
It's
trying to trigger an emotional response when 2 minutes later you're going to show us, hey, replacement?
well, not only that, okay. Here's my thing about the trees, especially the tree that they chose to represent those trees. I don't know if you're a tree fanatic like me, um, but that particular species of tree does not propagate through seeds, it propagates through roots. So if you cut off the tree, you're not killing the tree. you
Okay.
you didn't really hurt it. It's if you chop the roots off, then you hurt it. If you look it up, I can't think of the name of it. Just look up like the largest tree in the world. It's actually a grove of trees that are just like the Sybil. They're aspen trees, and it's like hundreds and hundreds of acres, and it's just all one root system. It's crazy. So me knowing that, I'm like, okay, so you chopped it off. So what? She'll be back. She's just gonna grow out of the root. No, they're aspen trees. So, yeah, that's my only I know we were supposed to care. My other um I guess you would say like simile for it is like the Harry Potter movies where Dobby's in like one movie and then they brought him back like 4 movies later, 20 minutes in and killed him and we're all supposed to cry like um
He
he
wasn't
hasn't
like
even
that
been in the
major
other
of a.
movies,
Yeah.
so it's like I'm sorry I don't care about Dobby. He, why did you even bring him in this movie? I'm guessing it was probably pretty horrible in the book or something, but I mean it's like, huh?
Yeah. It had to be something with the book. That's for sure. Um,
Plus,
because.
I found Sybil really creepy. I didn't
Yeah.
like her. I don't like the design. She's creepy. She's narcoleptic. She talks to you and immediately passes out. What is up with that?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
But I promise I will stop. I will stop talking about Sybil. There you go. Just go in the Grove and Imperia. That's where she is. I promise. She's over there. You'll see.
Somewhere. She'll be
Well, they got
fine.
so many of them over there. I mean, they're one of
Yeah.
every school.
Yep.
I thought that place was cool.
That place is really cool. That
Oh, and we got to
was.
fight as giants. That was so cool.
That's probably one of the coolest fights in the game.
It
Still.
reminds me of my favorite battle in Pirate 101, where we got to be the giant mecha and fight the Stormzilla. I loved it. That was the best. It's a side
See,
quest, so I think a lot of people haven't done it.
I still haven't played any of Pirate 101.
Well, if you want an actiony game, that's probably the only complaint that people have about it. Personally, I love it because it is set up in sort of like a chess grid system, like my favorite RPG. So I really, really love Pirate, because like in the old type of days where your character has a certain range that they can go based on their class, it's sort of like that. So based on like your weapon, maybe you can hit somebody all the way across the board, or maybe you can only hit someone, 5 spaces in front of you, stuff like that. And it's the same thing with your movement. So you set up your movement and then you go. Whereas in Wizard 101, you have your one character or maybe a henchman or something, but it's really just your one character that you control. You pick your spell and then they do that. But in Pirate,
Yeah.
you have a lot of companions and you have like a whole chessboard full of people that can fight. It's
Okay.
really fun. But I know a lot of people don't like that. So if yeah, if you don't like that sort of thing, then you definitely wouldn't like Pirate, even if it is and will always be graphically superior to Wizard 101. Fight me.
All
No,
right.
no joke. No joke. It is so amazing how the graphics on such an old game are still better than those in Wiz.
Okay. So this has been pretty awesome. Like, it went really smoothly, actually.
Oh, good.
um, it's been a pleasure having you as a guest on my channel.
Oh,
I'm
thank you.
thankful that you actually took time out of your day and out of your schedule, especially like you're a lot bigger of a streamer than I am.
Oh.
Just to entertain a small streamer just like me, with dreams of being big one day. Um, if you had to leave one piece of advice for my community, what would it be before we close out?
I would say always try and do what you love because then you'll never get bored of it.
That's a solid piece of advice. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like. Who knows if we get enough likes on this video, maybe she'll come back and we can get her that Blink Cobra if you're down. Um,
I'm always down for that stuff.
all right, bet. I got to get the headless one too. I've never done that one, so that's another learning curve. We can
All
learn
right.
that together.
Yeah.
But that's gonna do it for this one, guys. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like. Go subscribe to her. Links in the description. She's amazing. Exactly like I said. Hopefully you guys grew to love her, because she's definitely the best professor's assistant in my opinion. Fight me on it, other professor's assistants. You won't win. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.